Design hacking is for orange juice and toothpaste, not just funnels. What? Is this girl having an aneurysm? No, I am not. Design hacking is for funnels, it's for orange juice, and it's for toothpaste. Now, here's the deal. Design hacking is the most important factor when it comes to building a profitable business because it shows you how to present stories that convert. For example, orange juice. Back in the early 1900s, the California Fruit Growers Exchange was chopping down orange trees right and left because Americans simply weren't consuming enough oranges. So, how do you increase American orange consumption? The answer is design hacking. Present a story that converts. So, the story that was invented was titled, quote, "Drink an Orange." It was this campaign that was set about to convince people that if they were really going to be health conscious, they would start drinking an orange every morning at breakfast. They told every wife and mother that they needed to be careful to ensure that their families were being fed this drink of orange at every single meal. And the story continued to convince people that drinking orange juice helped avoid the tendency to overeat, it helped with digestion and regulation, and that it was approved by all these different physicians. Then they finally closed out the story by saying, why forgo even a single day of this natural liquid food that makes all other foods more healthful? They then packaged up these bags of oranges, these huge bundles, something they had never done before, and attached to it an orange juice extractor. And the story sold. Oranges started to sell like crazy. Now, let's go to toothpaste. Also back in the 1900s, people just didn't seem to care about toothpaste or the fact that it could help prevent cavities or clean your teeth. People just kind of deemed it unnecessary. So this man named Claude Hopkins helped create amongst the American people a toothbrushing habit, all sparked by a story that started by creating a craving, a cue, and a reward for actually brushing your teeth. So what they did is they infused this citric acid and this peppermint into the toothpaste, which would leave your mouth with this kind of tingling, cool sensation after you brushed your teeth. And the story that they started to tell is that your teeth aren't actually clean unless you feel the clean, aka the tingle. Toothpaste is now considered a necessary purchase and a required household item. Now you can see, whether with orange juice or toothpaste, it was design hacking, knowing how to present stories that convert, that was the biggest factor in that product succeeding or failing. And it's no wonder, as human beings, we're literally hardwired to want stories, and not just stories, but complete stories. And we're also hardwired to want to tell stories ourselves. So even from the beginning days of the cavemen, those that knew how to tell stories were the ones in charge. This continued with Egyptian hieroglyphics, songs, Greeks carving stories into tombs and slates, the oral traditions of epic poems, the written word coming together in religious texts, moving into entertainment from Shakespeare, spreading faster than ever with the invention of the printing press. Then, photography, videography, television, video games, virtual reality, and social media. And we even have events that celebrate the best stories, like the Oscars, the Tonys, the Academy Awards, and the Grammys. Again, those that control the narrative are those with the most influence. To take this one step further, psychologist Carl Jung held that stories are an expression of the deepest parts of our inner psyche. And so if you know how to tell stories that convert, you can influence the state of people, which means that you can influence how they feel, which means you can influence how they act, which means that you can influence how they buy. So, design hacking is not just for funnels. Design hacking is how you present stories that convert across all mediums to others and to yourself. Design hacking is the way you win the game.